Hey, it's the Colemans, Mark and
Anya.
we're on day 5 of the 30-day challenge.
Day
Video
5?
challenge. Day
Day
5.
4.
Okay, day 4
Day 4,
of
I
the video.
think.
I swear to God, I've made 4 videos. This will be the 5th, but maybe not. Maybe it's day 4.
Day 4.
Okay.
Listen, woman, always
Yeah.
all the time.
Yes, she's right. She's always right. Anyways, we thought we'd get a little wine and make a video together. Cabernet. And we also have some good snacks here.
Really keto snacks. We have walnuts, cashew, and we have cheese and a little bit of bacon and fry and microwave.
And hard salami.
Oh, hard salami, yes.
But anyways, the idea about this video is going to be, I thought we'd take a little time to talk about some of the various weight loss / healthy lifestyle eating things that we've tried over the years. As you can tell, I deal with weight issues a lot, and she doesn't.
I do too. I
is-
have my own points where I like it to be on some point. Yes, everybody say I'm skinny, but what I like. And I'm right now, I need losing 15 pounds.
I remember when you first came to America, you were like under 100 pounds.
Yeah, but it was a
But
long
you
time
were stressed
ago.
out. But anyways, so we've been through various things and to lose weight and eat healthier. And what do you think was the best one?
No, for me personally, what I like it, I will say from my view, it's natural slim. It's not keto anyway. You can eat almost anything you want, but it depends. They teaching you how to eat. I was struggling again in 15 pounds, and I reading a lot of books. I was looking. I cannot understand. I was stable. I was 120, 130, and my best weight is 105 pounds. It's what I want and what I like it, how I look. And I was struggling with that. And natural slim kicked me out of my points where I don't was go over it my weight, but I don't never go down. It doesn't matter what I done. And I have a point when people said it, after 35 you normally try to going to gain weight and you will be stay this way. But yeah.
I have to agree with that. Naturally slim. If what happened was at a previous job, the human resources department decided to purchase for the people a Naturally Slim program, which is a video program in a community that basically has the philosophy of observing how successfully naturally skinny people eat and in their relationship with food, and how that if you adopt those, you will actually become naturally thin without really truly dieting in the normal sense. And I did lose, I think, a total of 55 pounds off that. I did have one slight problem with that, and that was by the time I got down to my lower
Portion.
weight, and the portions became so small that I just missed eating.
Yeah, mindly.
Yeah,
It's
just
not
mentally.
about stop. Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't hungry. I just mentally missed having normal size meals, because it's amazing how little some of us actually do need to eat. So I would say, let me just give you a quick, the quickest tips from Naturally Slim, and that is to eat when you're hungry, chew crazy slow, like my dad's Naturally Slim. I watched him eat a piece of pizza once, and he actually chewed one bite 100 times, and that just goes to show you one way that you can lose weight. If you chew your food so slow that it's absurd, you will lose weight, because what happens is your brain catches up with the amount of calories you eat, and you're satisfied with your meal. We eat so fast, we're always in a hurry, and I think if we just do that one thing, basically, you can lose a lot of weight.
Yeah, and after natural slim, I think we went to keto diet. In my family, have two people in my family. It's my dad and my mom. Both of them, they have cancer, and I was worried about Mark. He was overweight, and I needed like peace of mind in my heart. And we went to keto to be more healthy and don't catch cancer on the way to the future. And we went to keto, and keto was really good. My point of keto, we're still doing keto. I never was satisfied too much. It's like always not enough. Remember how you cooked me cookies one time? I was like working, and I said, I'm craving, and it's always never was enough, for my opinion. It's like I believe like sugar, what we substitute in a keto, it's like kick you little bit to craving, but your body said it's not a sugar. And I think you still want more sugar, like bread and different
Other
stuff.
carbs.
Yeah.
I would say probably we've given up carbs several times, and the problem is if you don't surround yourself, like the society, it just wants. There's sugar and carbs everywhere, and I think that was one of the nice parts of Naturally Slim is that you can eat those things. You can't eat sugar. I don't care what happens. Sugar is a poison.
No, sugar too was, but it wasn't natural slim. I think
only tiny bits.
Yeah, if you go to a party,
Yeah,
they said
don't
about
feel
like
bad. Right.
don't feel bad. You can eat and don't get like big slices. You know how it's an American serving big portion of slices of food. Get this said about huge slice, yes, and sharing with your spouse, and enjoy together. What it's mean about, but you can eat. And they was teaching us to like Thanksgiving meal how you can going back to the meal again. Do you know how in a Thanksgiving meal you overeat and you want to sleep? And they was teaching how you can eat, like what first you needed to choose in a meal, and later what you going
your favorite
back.
most
like it's almost
thing.
like if you go to the buffet. How many times? Okay, when I come to America, in my country, I don't know now. I'm from Belarus. We do not have buffet restaurants, and my husband we was having restaurants almost every day. I can say every other day. We was a lot of restaurants, and after buffet, I always was overeat. It doesn't matter what. I always was overeat. I was feel so bad. I was grouchy and everything like that. I was eating everything. And another thing, you maybe choose two things, but another thing, you choose one thing and you eat, like you like this too much and you eat and eat and eat, and later you want to try something else and you too already full and everything. And buffet, it was horrible for me in the beginning, I think, yeah. And later, what I do, I know right now buffet, if we go into buffet, what I like inside the buffet, and it's my normally food what I get. If I want to try something else, I get small portion to try, but overall I put food what I like in small proportions, yeah.
So I can say I've tried before. It all started, I lost 45 pounds with Atkins way back in the day. That was in the mid 90s or whatever.
He know was with me this time. I don't know.
No, that was pre Anya, and and later on, I don't. At that point, yeah, when I was prepping to go see you, I was doing like cardio like crazy and Atkins too. And then we got back.
With him, he told me one time in Atkins, he was so grouchy.
Oh yeah, grouchy. But Atkins is just low carb.
But in a keto, you don't grouchy. You craving something?
Well, you have
but
more.
But you doesn't kind of like.
Yeah, I think you have more carbs in keto, more vegetables. Like with Atkins, it was like meat and cheese and butter.
Kind
and that was pre-butter. That was when you still convinced that butter was bad for you, too. So you couldn't get your calories through fat so much. But
I
And
think he
so,
doesn't get fat. Why he was so
right,
grouchy, and
exactly.
he doesn't like get like how he was in the carnivore too.
Right, right. So I've done Atkins, I've done Naturally Slim. I lost 55 pounds with that. I've slowly crept up with that, but we've been experimenting with stuff and had a lot of life changes, job changes, and stuff that I think have caused stress. One thing about losing weight, if you're under stress, it's almost impossible.
Impossible.
It's
No.
if you, yeah, if you're under stress, almost impossible. So, and that's another thing about Naturally Slim. What do they
Huh.
call that? Vital needs.
Vital meat, yeah.
They talk about how they have a series of things that you ask yourself, are these things important to you, like time alone or nature, walks in
Sleep,
nature, sleep, and out of all these like 17 different
helping
things,
people and everything. Some
yeah,
people have
some
different
people have
needs.
different needs, vital needs, and if you fulfill those needs, it reduces your stress, and you don't stress eat. I think that was, the Naturally Slim was definitely the most well-rounded, enjoyable
Wait,
time.
he said about it was small portion. For me, I will say how I feel. I do have a small portion. I was have a small portion, and this is small portion. I was divided in half, and I put in a container. It's nothing was in a container. It was like almost teaspoon of something. Left it every time. It was small portion, but I was satisfied. I was eating almost everything. Like in Natural Slim, tell you to eat food what you want,
what you
like
want,
what you
yeah.
want right now, like you eat it.
What
This
you're
food,
craving,
yes, what you're
yeah.
craving have and everything.
But you know what they said you can't do?
What? Yeah,
Drink wine.
You can't
Wine
drink
drinkers don't
wine.
lose weight.
I'm a
That's
little grapes today.
there's always a fatal flaw in these diets.
Yeah, it's not about they said about you do not drink wine like they said about none, but they said about it they don't lost weight
Yeah, they don't lose weight like the other ones,
like
right?
another one. Yes,
And I think we've proven that.
I think.
I think the worst experiment we had was with carnivore. I don't want to down talk carnivore because I think people that have really bad autoimmune disorders can be greatly helped. It's basically a
Do I tell you my
elimination
story
diet.
about
Okay.
carnivore? What I believe.
Okay.
Everybody maybe believes something else. I believe carnivore is really great. I will be compare this diet to 30 whole diet. Maybe you heard this. It's elimination. We have all
Elimination.
around bad food, and if you eliminate bad food, what you eat in each carnivore, you will be good. But it's not sustainable. Carnivore, it's not sustainable, for my opinion. You can go into carnivore for 1 week or 2 weeks or for months, but it's not sustainable for 1 or 2 weeks.
Well, like
for
Jordan
2 years and
Peterson.
3 years. You can't have carnivore. I
Jordan
believe
Peterson
it.
said you become a social pariah. Like you
No,
can't.
it is true.
You can't go
there's
out
a
and eat with
keto.
anybody except you
True.
could just get a steak or whatever.
Yeah, and it's okay. I think I was satisfied with carnivore. I can tell you it was really nice. But what I was noticing myself, variety of food is important for me. And you start like in the beginning. I can tell you in the beginning, when you're reading comments on Facebooks and Instagram, and people said about this, you kind of don't like. Yeah, you doesn't like steak, or you doesn't like meat, or you doesn't like bacon, or like some stuff like this. But when you longer enough on carnivore, you will understand. You will be like when I went out of carnivore, it's silly to say, I was crave broccoli, butter and broccoli. I think I bought like one time, but I went to Walmart and I buy broccoli like frozen ones, and I was cooking like crazy with butter. I was satisfied myself. And it's not about I needed vegetables or I don't need vegetables or something like this. I believe our body needed different type of food, different type of meat. Like if the way I said about we are hunting, we always grab rabbits, we grab birds, we grab fish. We always have something to different stuff.
Yeah, but
and it's another thing, nuts. If you're thinking about, we always find something to eat from it. Yes, we can sometimes be dead.
Well, but the other thing is, realistically, we did the elimination. We only ate basically steaks for how long? A month?
Ground beef too.
Ground beef too.
But only beef.
Only beef.
Sometimes we eat fish. We eat salmon, yeah.
Well, because one thing we've noticed is like another diet, the blood type diet. We're both our whole family's B positive, and so for us, beef is good, but chicken and pork are bad.
Better.
And the thing about pork is, in many societies, pork is frowned upon. So I think a lot of times, as much as I love bacon, I mean, it's an inflammatory meat, right?
I don't notice anything about bacon or pork. My son loved pork. I love pork too. It's fatty meat.
But I feel it when I
feel it. What I feel about chicken, when I eat chicken, I'm more tired, I'm more grouchy, I'm more fatigued of chicken. I can eat only chicken this day, and I fry sometimes, grill it, chicken a lot, and I feel bad. Like I don't eat anything, I feel wonderful, I eat chicken, and I crushed. And nothing chicken coated, no sugar, nothing.
Yeah, like turkey.
Normally, I think
Thanksgiving.
exactly. But Thanksgiving, sometimes they're cooking. Thanksgiving, you have a dressing, you have something else. Maybe this way.
I might have to quit now because I got the hiccups. Anyways, so let's see. We've done blood type, which I think is still
blood
valid.
Blood type we really like. Why about blood type?
Because you
because
discover
the feel you got gout.
Yeah, I did have gout, and I quit Monster drinks too. I was drinking Monster drinks, which I think gave me gout. But overall, the blood type diet is a good guide for the foods that can cause inflammation and other problems in your body, like the ones that you're most likely to have negative reactions to. And then, but if you go carnivore, what we didn't do was we didn't slowly add back foods to test which ones affected us or not. We just went, when we were done with carnivore, we're like, give us everything. It was bad. It was so, but I can tell you, if I would say the most effective thing that I've seen, I think, to lose weight is to eat when you're hungry and naturally slim, to wait until you're hungry to eat. If you feel a pang of hunger, the first thing you do is you drink a glass of water, because sometimes you mistake thirst. Yeah. Then the second thing, if that doesn't solve it, the second thing you do is try to solve your boredom. So if you're at work and you feel a pang of hunger, you get up and you go talk to somebody, or you go walk and do something that's fun, something that change your environment, because it could be boredom making you crave something to eat. And if at that point you're hungry, then you can say, okay, maybe I need a small snack to get me over to, and remember how small the snacks are. This is like 3 nuts. That's a snack to get you up to.
No, I was believing this stuff. What I was noticed about natural slim and different diet, nobody know when they're hungry. They think they are like, oh, I'm hungry, I want chips, I'm hungry. Nobody know when they're hungry, and it's hard to find out when you're hungry. Right now I'm on a diet, and my husband will tell you, Monday and Wednesday and Friday I'm on the fasting. I'm all day.
That's another thing we do is intermittent fasting.
Yeah, I don't eat.
Which is really
effective.
Not
about intermittent fasting. I'm fast for whole, I will say 24 hours.
Yeah.
But it plus issue, I sleep. I think it's more than 24 hours.
Yeah.
But what I notice about it, hunger doesn't come up to me. My stomach no hungry at all for 24 hours or more. What is hungry? It's my brain. Everything I see I want, or I cook for food, a smell I want. But if I settle down and thinking about, do I really hungry? I'm not hungry.
Yeah, plus hunger passes. Another thing I did was the 6 day fast. I was going for 7, I think 6.5 days. I fasted for 6 days, And I found out it really helps you start to learn how to listen to your body. And I found out that hunger comes in waves, and it's not as bad as you think. If you start fasting, which every major religion has a day of fast, almost all of them. It's such a healthy thing to at least once a week skip a day of eating. Let your body focus on rebuilding itself.
Don't become older, I can tell you. Why I do this stuff, your body doesn't will be working and your cells will
working.
be more.
I think it's working, baby. You look so beautiful and young. I love it.
But I can tell you it's not about what I do, but yeah, some point maybe this way too.
So anyway, those are some of the experiences we've had. If you like this video, let us know and we can talk more and go into more detail about certain things. Like I said, I think Naturally Slim, we've tried a lot of stuff. Ketogenic diet is really, I enjoyed it, but...
And I think it's so popular right now when I looking up on Natural Slim. Before it was $1, I think, a day, or like it's $30 a month, and I think it's like 4 months or 6 months, I think it was really cheap. Right now, I think it's like $500 you buy a course.
Yeah.
I think it's
but
really
if you
popular,
get the chance
and
to
I
go
think
through
it's
it,
like, yeah, I think it's
if
like...
you get the chance to go through it, though, like your company buys it, you should try it because you will learn so much about healthy eating habits. It's
One point I want to mention. We already was kind of in a diet, I think B diet maybe, or some different diet. No keto yet. And he said my company, my company give this like last weight program, and I'm like, okay. And they sent him a box, and then the box was like nuts and what was else? Measuring tape, peanuts.
No, Pringles.
Pringles and everything.
Pringles potato chips.
I was
like,
laughed
what?
so hard.
You're like, how is this a diet? They send you Pringles for a diet? But it was all just a experience.
Yeah, it was
teaching you.
tasting. It was experience of tasting how you taste food and everything. But
yeah. If you get the same flavor from half of a nut as you do from one nut or half of a chip, eating slowly, you can satisfy yourself and get a lot less calories if you just slow down and really be mindful of your eating. Remember when we were reading about the mindful eating thing? We've got a lot of experiments and stuff that we've been through a lot with the whole diet thing, and I still got 30 or 40 pounds to lose. I would like to, but anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like it, let us know and we can talk more about the things and get more details about the various things we've tried and what we've run into, and maybe some tips and tricks and stuff like that. She can be your after example, and I can be the before example. But no, really, I'm still 40 down from where I was. So
no, I'm measuring myself almost every day, but I'm recording myself every other day, I think, and I see really progress. My diet right now is every other day I eat. I like it that, and I can tell you today my feast day, I'm talking about I can eat, and I feel more miserable than I was yesterday. Yesterday I was lifting up and I was really wonderful, and today I was like, when I eat, I was have a little bit fatigue and some stuff like that, and like, yeah, I'd like eat, but
it'd be nice if we didn't have to eat, right?
Yes.
Except it's so fun.
It's fun. It's bring together people like wine.
Yeah.
Yes, and food, and when you're sharing online and people want to try and everything, it brings together people. I can tell you.
Let's go ahead and call it quits for this video. I suppose it counts if you post to your channel and I post to my channel. Okay.
If it's not so bad.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We'll see. Have a good one. Let us know.
Bye.
Any comments, any questions, feel free. Hit the subscribe button, her subscribe button. Nobody's watching this anyways, but anyways.
I do still have a 16 subscribers.
Oh,
yeah.
She's beating me.
No, you have 23.
But that's because it was a previous channel.
Ah, okay.
All right. Have a good one, guys.